सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्. Page 75, Shloka 8, 11th chapter. नानाश्चर्यमिदं विश्वम् न किञ्चिदिति निश्चयम् निर्वासनस्फूर्तिमात्रः न किञ्चिदिव शाम्यति. Ashtavakra asking Janaka Maharaja to arrive at the final truth, that is Atma Tattvam, the reality, the Paramartha Tattvam. Therefore he asks in every shloka, in these 8 shlokas, the word repeatedly comes is Nishchayi. May you have a firm knowledge. Nishchayam means what? Doubtless knowledge, without any vagueness. A firm, clear conviction. May you determine yourself as the truth. What is the truth? Idam Vishwam Nana Ascharyam. This entire universe has got varieties. It has got its own colorful presentation. It appears in a colorful manner. Nana Vichitram. Many wonders are there in this world. Maya Mohini Ityarthaha. Nana Ascharyam. It is a great wonder, this universe. When you look at the planets, when you look at the mountains, when you look at the stars, even when you look at the amoeba and small insects, bacteria, virus onwards, you cannot see them with your eyes, and those which are far also you cannot see with your eyes. So there are so many things in this universe which are all wonderful, always makes you to wonderstruck. Nana Ascharyam, not one or two. Nana means many, manifold ways. The entire universe, Idam Vishwam, Idam, this Vishwam, entire universe. Even though it is having novelty, beauty, variety, but no stability, what he is asking, na kinchid iti nischay. The entire universe, what you are seeing, perceiving, is not there really. It is not there really. Why? Vacharambhanam vikaro namadheyam mrittika ityeva satyam. Care of Chandogya Upanishad. There is no pot at all, there is only clay. This pot word, pot name, pot form are really not there. There is no pot substance. It is only a lip movement. What you are seeing is clay alone appearing as pot form. Other than clay, there is no pot. Therefore, pot is mithya. It is only a vacharambhanam. Like that, the entire universe is like a pot. Nama Rupa Prapancha. The entire dictionary, Shabda Prapancha, that is Shabda Prapancha, all forms are Artha Prapancha. Artha means what? All objects. Dictionary words are Shabda Prapancha. They have corresponding object in the world, Artha Prapancha, objects. In the dictionary, pot is there. Outside world, pot is there. In the dictionary, moon is name is there, word. Moon is there outside. Like this, each word that which is we are reading in that dictionary, corresponding object is there outside. In spite of that, Shastra says that is only a word. World is a word. Vacha arambhanam. Pot is a word. There is no pot, it is only a word. So, how can I explain each object? Therefore, world is a word. I don't want to say this object, that object. I don't want to waste my time. Shastra says, you include all the namas, all the rupams. World is a word. Remove the L from the world. What is world? It is a word. It is mithya ityarthaha. That is what is asking. Na kinchiditi nischai. There is nothing other than Brahman. What you are seeing is only a nama rupa which is mithya. Really speaking, it is not there. It is like a mirage water. It is like a rope snake. It is like a silver seashell. No? That seashell silver. No? Shuktika rajatavat. Having said that, how to come out of this? Nirvasanaha spurti matraha bhavat. By coming out of that vasanas, nirvasana means deha atmatva vasana. Deha atmatva vasana. I am the identification with the body. You have to drop. That is called nirvasana. Deha atmatva bhavana. That vasana. That thought, that notion. That is called, come out of that, may you become nirvasana. Vasana rahitaha. Powerful vasanas are two. Dehatmatva vasana, Jagat satyatva vasana. Once deha, I am, Atma means self. I, the self, am none other than this body. If I take myself, then that body related world also is real. I identify with this body first, then I relate myself with the world. Then relations comes. All relations comes one by one. Therefore he says nirvasanaha bhutva. That means deha atmatva vasana tyaktva, jagat satyatva vasana tyaktva. How? Spurti matraha. Understand you are kevala chin matraha. Chaitanyam tyarthaha. Spurti means consciousness. Hey Janaka, may you remain as consciousness. Spurti. Another name for consciousness. Chaitanyam Brahma. Na kinchidiva shamyati. Without all these, you remain. Shamyati means you remain tranquil. You relax. Shamyati means all these vasanas dissolve. You remain as Atma Swarupam. You remain as Atma Swarupam. Up to here we saw in the last class. Now we enter the 12th chapter. Page number 76, 77. जनक उवाच कायकृत्या सह पूर्वं ततो वाग्विस्तरा सह अथ चिन्ता सहस्तस्मात् एवमेवाहमास्थितः Now Janaka answering, I have understood your teaching. Having understood your teaching, how I am abiding in my real nature, I am going to express. How I am abiding in myself, my own nature. Let me express myself. Let me present my understanding to you, He Guru Ashtavakra. So now he starts, Janaka Maharaja starts his own understanding. In our Shastra, when we are talking about sadhanas and the Brahma Jnanam, at sadhana part we ask, come out of tamasika ahankara, rajasa ahankara. So, drop your tamas ahankara means. Ahankara is always create problems. That to tamasika ahankara, that is lethargic, indolence, laziness. That type of ahankara you convert into rajasika ahankara. Be active, follow rituals, do puja, do japa. Like that Shastra recommends certain sadhanas. So tamasika ahankara to rajasika ahankara. Once you become active, you are performing rituals, puja, dhyanam, all these things. Shastra asks you enough of doing all this. This rajasika ahankara will not allow you to know your real nature. Slowly convert this rajasika ahankara into sattvika ahankara. May you convert this rajasika means hyperactive ego. Hyperactive ego. Ahankara means ego. That ahankara functioning with full of hyperactivity, violent activities. He cannot sit quietly for some time. He cannot sit quietly without talking. He cannot sit quietly without thinking. Continuous violent thinking. So for such a person, where is the possibility of Brahma Jnanam? What is the connection? Rajasika Swabhava is there. Why one cannot attain Atma Jnanam? In Rajasic mind, Ahankara, Vikshepa is more. Distractions are more. Vikshepa means distractions. Lot of distractions are there. A distracted mind can never focus. An unfocused mind can never receive the teaching. Rajasic mind is a distracted mind. What is Rajasic mind? Hyperactive. Such a mind can always have distractions. A distracted mind cannot have concentration or focusing capacity. Once focusing capacity is not there, how can you understand subtle Atma? Therefore, Shastra says, In Bhagavad Gita also Lord Krishna asks, Sattvat sanjayate jnanam. By sattva guna predominant, at that time only jnanam will take place. Therefore, you have to drop rajoguna drastically. You become antarmukha. Antarmukha samarathya bahirmukha sudurlabha. Those who are extroverted, for them this Atma Jnanam is not possible. One has to become introverted, antarmukham. Antarmukham to become to introvertedness is possible when you are sattvic. Sattva guna. Without newspaper, without TV, without radio, without cell phone, etc., etc. Without internet. Suppose they drop you in the forest area place. You have to live happily. Then you are a qualified person for moksha. But difficult people cannot stay there. Even though other people are there, why can't you stay there? It is just dissociated with the world. Highly active world. This person become restless there. When I take for sadhana camp to Rishikesh, early morning people you see, they stand in that telephone booth and they go on talking to their family members in Chennai. All the way they travel to Rishikesh for what camp? Sadhana camp. What sadhana? Vedanta, spiritual sadhana. We have gone there to do sadhana. So you have to disconnect with your family members and world interactions and all. Only 7 days. That 7 days also we cannot stay without talking even single day. That is why I give our instruction also. Those who can maintain maunam all the 7 days, we follow that maunam. I only remain at last maunam. Other than my classes, I am always in maunam. 1 or 2 students are there, but other students don't allow them to be, as a mauni. That is the problem, worldly problem. So one has to become a sattvic, means what? Reduce interactions. Sattva guna comes only, you can become a qualified person. That sattva ahankara, sattvika ahankara is very easily droppable. Finally, when you come to Atma Jnanam, you have to drop what? Lower I, ahankara. Once that lower I, ahankara, is very, very strong, you cannot drop easily. Rajasika ahankara you cannot drop. Sattvika ahankara you can drop easily. That is why Shastra gives all these sadhanas. Then, sadhana chatushtaya sampatti, shravana, manana, nididhyasanam, all those sadhanas you can practice thoroughly. When? When you are sattvic. You are all supposed to be sattvic. Shastra expecting. Okay, Ashtavakra Samhita, Gita is very, very advanced text. It is not for a sadhaka actually. After completing Bhagavad Gita, Upanishads, everything, only you have to study this. Now Janaka Maharaja is telling all these sadhanas I have dropped long ago. Why sadhanas? All sadhanas meant for what? Only to get jnana yogyata, qualification for spiritual pursuit. Having attained the benefit of knowledge, one has to drop all the sadhanas. I am no more a sadhaka. I recognize I am Atma Swarupam, I am Siddhaha, I am accomplished. I am an accomplished person. Therefore, all these rituals at physical level, verbal level, mental level, given by Shastra as a means to attain the goal, that is Atma Jnana. They all prepare us. Once they prepare us, you get Jnana Yogyata, Guru Prapti, Shastra Prapti, then you come to the class and you do Shravanam, Mananam, Nididhyasanam. Then you arrive at what? Aham Brahma Asmi. Now see the range of sadhanas. Karma Yoga, Upasana Yoga, Jnana Yoga, Shravana Manana Nididhyasanam. All these are meant for what? To claim I am Brahman. Once I understand that I am Brahman, Aham Brahmasmi, Manobuddhya Hankara Chittani Naham, then this is Shravanam, this Upasana Yoga, this Karma Yoga, these rituals and Japa, Tapa, Dhyanam, all are relevant or irrelevant? Irrelevant. Irrelevant they are. When you have completed Shravanam for a length of time and Mananam, Nididhyasanam, you arrive at the truth. That time they are all not required. Now Janaka Maharaja is telling, you drop this vasanas. Ashtavakra is asking. Janaka Maharaj is asking, to whom vasanas are there? What are those vasanas? Who is having? I don't have any vasanas, like that he is presenting. I have dropped my Kaika karma, Vachika karma, Manasa karma. I am fed up with them, he says. Having done all rituals. Generally rituals are at 3 levels. Kaika, Vachika, Manasa. Kaika means all other rituals, Sandhya Vandanam, Agnihotram, Yajna Yagadi Karma. All these rituals, whatever you are doing puja nowadays, all these come under Kaika Karma. He says, Kaya Kritya Asahaha. I am not interested in any physical activities, Vaidika or Smartha, Laukika. I am not interested in. Why? I have accomplished the phalam. Kaya Kritya Asahaha. Asahaha means here disinterest. Now I am not interested in them. I have no any sentiment. I have no fear also. If I drop them, something is going to happen. And the madri bhayamu illa ippo. Asahaha means I am not interested. Tataha, then not only physical activities, I am not interested in Vag Vistara Asahaha. Vag Vistara means Japa, Parayanam, all verbal activities. Mantram, when you do puja, archana, all those connected verbal activities. Vachika karma. Kaika karma at gross level, Vachika karma at Vagindriya level, subtle level, I am not interested. Atha, then Chinta Asahaha. I am not interested even Manasika karma also. Meditation anartham. I am not interested in meditation also. Chinta means mental activities. In Upadesha Saram, Ramana Maharshi says, Chittavayavas Chitkirayutaha. Not only that, Japam. Chittajam Japa Dhyanamuttamam. So, Manasik karma is superior than Vachika karma. Vachika karma is superior than Kaika karma. Or Kaika karma is inferior than Vachika karma. Vachika karma is inferior than Manasika karma. Finally, what? Even manasika karma also inferior. Finally. Therefore, Shastra asks us to drop everything. You replace all of them in the form of studying Shastra. When you come to Shastra, even you can drop those rituals, naam ke vaste you can keep. You need not have sentiment. That is called triangular format. In Swamiji's language, if you want to say, puja, japa, tapa, all this going to temple in a triangular format. Our Swami, nan Asami, world is exploiting me, threatening me. Therefore, God, please save me. This is called triangular format. God, myself and world. I want to protect from these worldly onslaughts. Who is the protector? Bhagavan. Triangular format. So Shastra says, come out of triangular format after some time at least. Some people not Shastram padichinde irpa, continuing triangular format. What for? They don't have that much courage to drop triangular format to come to binary format. In binary format, I am Satyam, world is Mithya Anatma. So this is called binary format. I am Atma, world is Anatma. Nama Rupa is Anatma. And Anatma world is also Mithya. Really speaking, only unitary format. No binary also. So triangular to binary to unitary. Unitary enna bhayapaduva. Adukani solli konja naal binary lone irappa. Binary avadu unitary avadu triangular vida mudiyalaye unitary binary enge varum. Janaka Maharaja says, I have dropped all my kayika, vachika, manasa, karmas, chintas, asahaha. I am not interested in meditation or any manasika karma also. Tasmat, therefore. These people who are all doing yoga abhyasa, they want to stop the thoughts. And the thought itself is a burden for them. Thought itself is a burden. Yoga Samadhi, who are all doing meditation, I want to stop my thoughts, I want to stop my thoughts. Shastra says, why you want to stop is thoughts. Thoughts are burden to you. That means what? You are giving reality to the thought. You are giving reality to the mind in which where thoughts are coming. That means you are giving reality to the Anatma mind. Therefore, thoughts are burden to you. All the things are burden to you. Here he has dropped means what? Kartrutvam he has dropped. Not karma tyagaha. Karma tyaga is not superior. Karma phala tyagaha. Karma phala sannyasa. Not karma sannyasa. He is ruling his kingdom. Janaka Maharaja ruling his kingdom, doing all this, but he is having in his heart of the heart, I am not the doer. That is the meaning here. Don't drop everything. Going home and Swamini asked me to drop, remove everything. Already we have removed so many things. Skeletal we become bad exemplaries to the next generations. So here you have to understand very carefully, whenever you do sadhana, you are converting your sadhana into Shastra study more and more, and you give little time for that other rituals or puja, anything, not for your sake you are doing. You are doing for your family, children's sake as an exemplary. You are a model for them. Not for your sake you are doing. You are only studying Shastra, Shravana Manana Nididhyasana, only priority for you. Okay? So, karma phala sannyasa, kartrutva bhavana tyagaha. Aham karta, aham bhokta. That bhavana you have to drop. That is what Janaka did. He has not renounced a kingdom. He is very much a ruler. What he has renounced? The kartrutva bhavana, the interest, the phala asha. By doing this ritual, I want to get this benefit. By doing these mantras, japa and all, I want to get this benefit. By doing meditation or abhyasa, so many things, I want to get benefit. That I want to get benefit is not there. Because I am an accomplished person. I have attained what I have to attain. These are all are redundant, irrelevant for me. But still I continue. Asahaha means what? I am not doing for my sake. Proper interpret pandanum. Clear. Therefore, you have to do without any abhimana. Swamiji gives an example. See, when you understand you are akarta, abhokta, atma, and you perform actions, they are not burden to you. Because no more anxiety, no more tension, you are not having any worry about the result. It is like keeping a thermocol gadai on Bhima. Paper mesh vechi gada pandina Bhima Pandava. Pandavas second one, Bhima Sena. Wearing in the drama, wearing the gada. That gada made out of paper mesh. What burden it is for Bhima, the one who is acting in the drama, that gada made out of paper mesh. Is it a burden for Bhima? Adi madri, Jnaniki, for Jnani also, karmas, rituals, even though he is doing in Grihastha ashrama, when he is doing little puja, japa and all, they are not burden for him. They are not creating any sort of sentiment, fear or anything. They are all he does only for the sake of loka sangrahame vapi sampashyan kartum arhasi. For the sake of family, society, he or she does. A gnani. She gnani, he gnani. Okay, both. They can do. No problem. That is what we have to understand here. After getting full knowledge without abhimana, kartrutva abhimana, karma phala abhimana, you can continue. But not out of fear, anxiety, enna ahumo, enna phalam varumo, I want to get this phalam, I want to get that phalam. It's not there. Check yourself. That is important. Then next shloka we will read. So thought is not a burden. You see, you need not go to meditation and stop thoughts. Now tell me, thoughts are a burden for a jnani? It is a privilege. It's no more a burden. Why you have to stop thoughts? Everyone asks this first question. I am doing meditation. I am not able to stop thoughts. That is why you should not do meditation on your own. Learn meditation from a teacher. You need not stop your thoughts also. You have to channelize your thoughts, direct your thoughts to Aham Brahmasmi, Nididhyasana. Second shloka. Pritya bhavena shabdadehem drishyattvena chatmanah त्वेन चात्मनः विक्षेपैकाग्रहृदयः एवमेवाहमास्थितः. In the previous sloka, last word, I have not given the meaning. Evam eva aham astitaha. Without having any interest in physical activities, Vaidika karmas, and verbal activities, japa, etc., and mental activities, meditation, etc., then what am I doing? not doing anything, not having interest anything, விழுந்து விழுந்து பண்ணாமல் என்னதான் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கேன்னு கேட்டு. Suppose you ask me, hey Guru, what am I doing? Evam tasmat means because I don't have any interest in all these things. Evameva aham asthitaha, I remain as Atma Swarupam. Evam, I abide in my own nature. I abide in my own nature. When? Early morning and early evening sun. Jnani is abiding in Atma early morning and early evening alone or all the time? All the time. Pashyan srinvan sprishan jigran ashnan gachan swapan shvasan pralapan visrujan grandhan unmishan nivimshan api naiva kinchit karomiti. Karmanya karmayah paschet akarmanicha karmayah sa buddhiman manusheshu. Not the renouncer of action, but the renouncer of karma phalam. Now he says, Shabdadaihi, continues the same topic. Shabdadaihi priti abhavena. Shabda means here sound, etc. means that Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha, corresponding objects. Music, Shabda, music or some sounds, whatever you like. Other worldly people's dialogues, Shabda. Neighbors, what they are talking. Mother-in-law, what she is talking. All those Shabda, corresponding objects. Sparsha, Sparsha means to touch, connected to those objects. Rupa, forms. Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, different tastes. Gandha, different smells, whatever objects are available. Upon all of them, I am not having any preeti, liking. I have no craving for them, liking for them, because I have already seen everything. I am not interested in them now. Shabda, Adipadat, other sense objects. 5 sense organs of knowledge used for sense objects. It's an idiom. Preeti abhavaha, I have no liking. Preeti means liking, love, craving, interest. It's not there. Why? If they are there only, I have to withdraw. Preeti is there, suppose I have to withdraw. Pratyahara, I have to do meditation. I have to do meditation means I have to withdraw my senses. Why I have to withdraw senses? I have already withdrawn. I have no interest in them. If interest is there, when they are running towards them only, I have to withdraw. When I am not interested in them, my mind is not going behind those sense organs. Why I have to withdraw? There is no need of withdrawal. So withdrawal for meant for what? Dhyanam. I need not do dhyanam also, he says. I need not do dhyana. Why? Atma is not an object of meditation. I am Atma, I am the self. So Ishvara also myself only. I the higher nature, Ishvara higher nature are one and the same. Upon whom I have to meditate? Atma is not an object of meditation. There is no object at all upon whom I have to meditate. The people check the Swamini or Swamiji, Guru, how much puja they are doing, how much meditation they are doing. One person came all the way to my puja room and checking what are all pujas we are doing. Now how much time you do meditation, how many hours you do meditation. They probe into the activities of other gurus, Mahatmas. People are very much interested. And the Swami Pavam, people say, and the Pavan Chanamata, and the Swami, he does a lot of puja. He does a one nice puja and they give a lot of credit to that Swamiji. He is not doing for his sake. He makes to people to practice at their home. For their sake only he is doing puja, that Acharya. Not for his sake. He has already accomplished person. Puja is not meant for them. To be an exemplary for the sake of people. And we people won't do puja. அங்கே போய் பேசுவோம் என்ன அவர் அள்ளி அள்ளி கொட்டுறாரு பூ அவர் அள்ளி அள்ளி இஸ் போரிங் லாட் ஆஃப் ஹனி இஸ் போரிங் லாட் ஆஃப் மில்க் அவர் லாட் ஆஃப் மில்க் லாட் ஆஃப் ஹனி இஸ் போரிங் வாட் யூ ஆர் போரிங் we are all spending like this time and looking at the puja lot of time and we do not know the purpose why they are doing, what for sake they are doing, for whose sake they are doing, where we are grihasthas, what we are doing, what we have to do, with what motive we have to do, that I have to check. Therefore not just looking at them, aha, wonderful, alankara is so nice. That is okay, a few hours okay, for a few days okay. எத்தனை நாள் பார்த்தாலும் அங்கேயே செவருக்கு ஒட்டிண்டே பூஜை பார்த்துட்டே இருப்பான். No change. No change. So Janaka Maharaja is warning all the people who are all doing and going to drop also, be ready for knowledge. Without knowledge you cannot drop that abhimana. Therefore priti abhavena shabdadaihi adrishyattvena cha atmanaha. Atma is not an object of experience, object of meditation. Adrishyattvena means it is not an object of meditation. Then no meditation also required for me. This means he has understood Atma is oneself, himself. Therefore vikshepa ekagra hridayaha. Here vigatau kshepaha ekagrau vikshepa ekagrau hridayaha. Whose heart, whose mind, whose antakaranam, hridaya means antakaranam, is free from what? Kshepa and ekagra, distraction and focusing. If I have distraction only, I have to do focusing. I have to do focusing on what I have to do focusing? If I have not accomplished I am Brahman, I have to focus on Ekarupa Ishvara, or I have to focus on Vishwarupa Ishvara, or I have to focus on what? Mahavakya. So no more relevant all Ekarupa, Vishwarupa, even Arupa. Arupa myself I am. Therefore Vigataha Vigatau Kshepaha Ekagrau. Therefore I am free from distraction and I am free from even concentration is also not required. Concentration meant for what? To listen Shastra, to get Atma Jnanam, Mahavakya Jnanam. I have attained Mahavakya, Aham Brahmasmi Jnanam. Is focusing is required? No. Therefore, Ekagrata also not required for me. Distractions are there in a fear. Nothing can distract me. I need not focus in anything. He is talking from very high realm. Okay, we have to understand very carefully. Therefore, I need not focus on anything. Even to focus on Atma also, Atma is not a second entity. Atma happens to be myself. How can I focus myself? I need not focus on myself. I never lose focusing on myself because in every experience I am evident. Therefore, there is no problem of losing concentration. I am always aware of myself. And what we have concentration in idhula concentration anna irukum ellarkume idi naanangiradhula concentration irukum. So therefore when I understand I am Atma, there is no more no need of practicing any sadhana pratyaharam or dhyana, dharana are irrelevant, meaningless. All are meant for what? To get Atma Gnana. Once I get Atma Gnanam, I got Atma Gnanam, Swamini. Now I want to do meditation. Meditation meant for what? I don't feel any hunger, but I want to eat. When you don't feel hungry, why you want to eat? Chumma, all are eating, therefore I also want to eat. You will get vomiting. You need not eat. Let them eat. Let them practice if they want to practice. Therefore, never compare with others. Then, Swamini, you are teaching meditation classes. No. You can take those meditation classes which level you are. I am teaching all levels. Ekarupa, Vishwarupa and Arupa, everything. You are in Ekarupa, take Ekarupa Dhyana. You are in Vishwarupa, take Vishwarupa Dhyana. You are in Arupa, take Arupa Dhyana. Meditating upon yourself, remaining as Aham Brahmasmi. You can do anything. No problem. Evam eva aham astitaha. I am remaining as pure consciousness, existent principle. Therefore, I am abiding in myself without any preeti, interest, liking, care for anything. Next shloka. Samadhyasadi vikshiptau vyavahara samadhaye evam vilokya niyamam evamevahamasthitah. So the last word is common. Evameva aham asthitah. I am remaining as myself. I am abiding in my real nature. In the previous shloka, there is a footnote given. Brihadaranyaka Upanishad, Shariraka Brahmanam, 4th chapter, 5th Brahmanam, 15th mantra. Yatra hi dvaitamiva bhavati tad itaram itaram pashyati tad itaram itaram shrunoti itaram jigrati. One who sees the duality, he sees everything differently, he thinks differently, he smells differently, he talks differently. Or dvaitam. Yatra nanyat pashyati nanyashrunoti. When he is not seeing anything other than Atma, whatever he is listening is Atma, whatever he is seeing is Atma, whatever he is tasting is Atma, whatever he is thinking is Atma, whatever he is, everything is Atma for him. Tatra ko moha kashokaha ekatvam anupashyataha. Therefore, free from delusion, free from sorrow, one who sees the non-dual Atma as himself or herself. Seeing non-dual Atma na malli velila thedadingo. It is a cognitive change. It's not an event happens outside. It is a cognitive change, means correction of your own notion about yourself. The wrong notion I have to drop, misconception I have to drop. Now, Janaka Maharaja says, I am free from even adhyasa. Look into the shloka. Samadhyasadi vikshiptau. Sam plus a plus adhyasaha samadhyasa. Adhyasa means superimposition. Which superimposition is because of ajnana, ignorance. Superimposition means what? I, the Atma, am not knowing my real nature. Known I is what? Ananda hetuhu. Unknown I is samsara hetuhu. If I know myself I am Atma, there is no sorrow. If I do not know that real nature of mine is Atman only, I cannot be other than Atma, the pure ever existent consciousness principle, this is my nature. What am I doing because of ajnana? I am superimposing the body, mind, intellect, all these 5 questions upon me, the Atma. The superimposition is called adhyasaha. Because of Shastra study, I have come out of adhyasa. Samadhyasadi vikshiptau. Once this vikshepa is not there, therefore adhyasa is not there, adhyasa caused vikshepa is not there. Vikshepa means what? Taking one thing or as other. Looking at the rope, taking it as a snake. That is called vikshepa. Rajju avaranameva snake sarpa jnanam. That is called vikshepa. Then it creates fear. If I see the rope as rope, there is no fear. Therefore, missing the rope, taking the snake as real is called superimposition. Similarly, I am Brahman, I am missing myself and taking myself as what? So and so visiting card, name, degrees, and giving to everyone. Double MA, double honors. Ella poi. That is not true. You are not that. So adhyasa leads to vikshepa, distraction. So once vikshepa is there, there is a problem. Janaka Maharaja says, once vikshepa is there, adhyasa is there, samadhi is required. I am not in need of samadhi also. Absorption. Samadhaye vyavaharaha means activity of samadhi abhyasa required for whom? Whoever is having vikshepa. Vikshepa is because of what? Adhyasa. Adhyasa is because of ajnana. I am free from self-ignorance. Therefore, I am free from my superimposition. Therefore, I am free from distractions. Therefore, I need not practice samadhi. Then what you do now? I need not do anything. Therefore, the day you stop all your sadhanas, then you are Atma Swarupam. As long as we are running towards do this sadhana, that sadhana means still you are a sadhaka. Drop the sadhaka hood, seeker hood. One of my talk, Guru Puja or Sivaratri talk, I gave what? Seeker to seer. I am no more a sadhaka, I am a siddha. As how long you are going to be a sadhaka? After knowledge you listen, continue listening. It is a bonus. Vennu pandrathu veetla unni enna panna por rasam saambar pandrathu class ku varalam. After knowledge also you can come to class. Okay. Swamiji feels nitnaadu vandinde irukka innu ivanukku jnanam varaleya nenakku maaten nanu. I don't think like that. Okay. All can come and enjoy. As a jnani you can enjoy the subject. It's a bonus. More and more clarity how the Shastra speaks. You can listen many more words. Okay. Evam vilokya niyamam. This niyamam. What niyamam? The one who is having ajnana, he alone will have the adhyasa. Because of adhyasa, he alone will have that vikshepa. Because of vikshepa, only he requires samadhi. Since I am free from what? Ajnanam, I need not practice any samadhi because I am free from vikshepa, adhyasa. Niyamam drishtva vilokya. Having seen this condition, I have come to conclusion, what? I need not do anything. I remain as Atma Swarupam. Aham eva asthitaha. Evameva. Evameva anartham. I remain as myself. That is why no becoming, being. I need not become a Jivan Mukta. Swamini, when will I become Jivan Mukta? The day you drop the notion that I want to become a liberated person, you are a Jivan Mukta. I want to become Jivan Mukta is a wrong notion. I was Jivan Muktaha, I am Jivan Muktaha, I ever will be Jivan Muktaha. I am not Jivan Muktaha. I was Muktaha, I am Muktaha, I ever will be Muktaha. Even that also not right. Okay. When I got bondage to be as Muktaha, to become Muktaha, நான் முக்தஹான்னு சொல்றது கூட தப்பு தான். என்ன முக்தா இஸ் ஆப்போசிட் டு பந்தா. இஃப் முக்தான்னு சொன்னானே பந்தா இஸ் ரியல். ஐ ஆம் முக்தஹா ஃப்ரம் வாட்? ஐ ஆம் ஃப்ரீ ஃப்ரம் வாட்? பந்தா. வேர் இஸ் பந்தா? கோ நாம பந்த கதமேஷ ஆகதஹ. பந்தமே இல்லைன்னு சொல்றது சாஸ்திரம். ஃபைனலி யூ ரிகக்னைஸ் ஐ ஆம் ஃப்ரீ ஃப்ரம் பாண்டேஜ். Once I am free from bondage, how can I become Muktaha? Once bondage is there only, I require Mukti from bondage. That's why I understand there is no bondage, there is no Mukti also. See how much you have to travel. Beginning lo, ella initial stage la problem. I want to become a Mukta, I want to be liberated. Liberation I want to get. Shastra, you go on, study, listen from a teacher. You understand, I need not become a Jivan Muktaha. I was thinking I am bound. I was bound. I want to be liberated. Not necessary. That is a wrong notion I had. Now I am free from that wrong notion. Next shloka. हेयोपादेय विरहात् एवं हर्षविषादयोः अभावादद्य हे ब्रह्मन् एवमेवमहमास्थितः एवमेवाहमास्थितः एवमेव अहम आस्थितः. I am abiding in my nature all the time. I never lose sight of my real nature. I never forget I am Brahman. Because I cannot forget. That's my problem now. I cannot forget I am Brahman. Because I cannot be other than Brahman. I cannot be something else other than Brahman. Fortunately or unfortunately, what to do? Evam eva aham asthitaha. Therefore, for me, there is no kolludal or talludal. No heya upadeya. Heya means there is nothing for rejection, there is nothing for grasping. I am not interested in attachment of taking something. I am not interested in, I am not having aversion to drop something. Heya means dropping, rejection, out of aversion. Upadeya means grasping, taking, grahanam. Because of attachment, because of care, because of love, because of anxiety, I want to take. Nothing is there for me because everything is Brahman. What can I desire? What can I reject? What can I desire? What can I reject? Everything is Brahman. Sarvam Brahmamayam. Heya upadeya. Heyopadeya virahat. Virahat means I am free from. It is not there for me. Evam, because I am free from heya and upadeya, grasping and dropping are not there in me. Whatever comes, I accept. It doesn't come, also I accept. Everything is okay. This is also okay. That is also okay. வரும்போது பன்னீர், போகும்போது வெத்தலை பாக்கு. ஆகதே ஸ்வாகதம் குர்யாத் கச்சந்தம் ந நிவாரயேத். Okay, I am not crave for anything. I am free. So therefore he says, therefore I am free from what? Harsha, amarsha. Harsha, vishada. Harsha means elation, ananda, heavy ananda, priyamoda, pramoda, harsha. Vishada means what? Dukkham, sorrow. Therefore, I am free from sorrow, depression, oppression, suppression. I am free from elation. I am always what? Brahma Asmi. Abhavad Adya. All these are not there in me. Harsha Abhavad, Dvesha Vishada Abhavad. Therefore, what I am? Hey Brahman. He is addressing his Guru. Hey, oh revered Brahman. Yenna Brahmavit Brahmaiva Bhavati. Ashtavakra is a Brahmavit. Therefore, Janaka Maharaja can address Ashtavakra as what? Brahman. Yenna is the knower of Brahman. Knower of Brahman is what? Brahman. Therefore, Janaka Maharaja addressing Ashtavakra, Hey Brahman. Hey Brahman. Evameva aham asthitaha. Like this I am abiding. Like this I am abiding in Brahman without any aversion, without any elation or anything. I am free from everything. I don't have anything to grasp, anything to drop. Because I am muktaha. That also you should not say. I am mukta also you should not say. Then what? I am Brahman. That also you need not say. Remain as you are. You are not lower I, you are higher I. More in the next class. Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om.